All right, here's another video. I've been having trouble squeezing these videos in. I'm doing this one at the tail end of my shift here. I'm off in about 30 minutes. Just working a night shift at a car dealership. As I do more of these, I get so many ideas. Look at the sky. I get so many ideas for videos because I personally think my life is super interesting. And that was part of the reason I actually made this channel. And now I just got to record everything. It's simple as that. But this is going to be a small update video. Just different things on my mind. So it's the end of the month. It is July 30th. And I'm sitting at 11 cars out right now, which ain't bad. But it was a terrible month. It was slow. It was so slow. And somehow I did okay. I had 11. Hopefully I can get 1 or 2 out tomorrow. Maybe I'll make a whole July video because that's not really what I'm here to talk about. But I just got one out, so I feel good. Most of the time when I make these videos, it's when I'm feeling good because I'm high energy. I can talk about it for a little bit. This is gonna be loud. There's a fire truck coming by. But yeah, just a small update video. So car-wise, July was extremely slow. My morale was kind of low because all I was doing was waiting around. I'm gonna turn around. All I was doing was waiting around all day. Wow, that's a cool sky. Just waiting around all day for customers, making calls. It was just mind-numbingly slow, and I was getting a little frustrated. And sometimes it's hard to go 2 or 3 days at work. I'm here 45, 50 hours a week and not talk to a single customer. Sometimes that kills, because all I want to do is sell and sharpen my skills and have the opportunity to sell more and that kind of stuff. But waiting around for days at a time takes a toll, especially for someone who has entrepreneurial tendencies. That might be the main reason why I was so frustrated. Hang on. Because while I'm waiting there, just hours on end waiting, and I can make calls, I could follow up, I could do all that, but you can only do that so much. So while I'm waiting at work to sell a customer a car, in my head, I'm thinking of the 1.5 million other things I want to be doing, or the constant flow of ideas through my head that could be making me money and improving, just shoot me more towards where I want to go in life. Every day is another step. That's extremely cheesy, but I don't give a shit. That is true. Every single day is another step. It really is. So tomorrow, I will shift gears a little bit. Here's a little update on the MacBook scenario, because I think I mentioned in the other video that we were doing kind of good with those. I got an order of 10 tomorrow. 10 MacBooks cost me $1,800, almost $2,000, and I hope to have all 10 gone. So $1,800, $2,000, $1,800 for 10 of them. And I did the math. It's like, unless I'm wrong, I think it was like $172 per MacBook, something like that. And they've been flying off the shelves at $350 on Facebook Marketplace, Let Go, all that stuff. So it only made sense for me to buy 10, and I hope to have all 10. I don't even have them yet, and I have been answering, I reposted it online, answering all these questions, setting up appointments for people to come out and see it later in the week before I even have them. So I'm trying to get all 10 gone within 7 days. I'm hoping 7 days is the longest that I have one of these MacBooks. So that'll be next Wednesday, which is the 3rd of August. So I'll start dating these and keeping you guys updated on the specific numbers and stuff like that, because August 3rd I hope to have 0 left. So the videos like this will keep me accountable. Something weird on my screen. Turn around here. But yeah, I work in an auto mall. So I work at a Buick GMC Cadillac dealership, but it's an auto mall. So any manufacturer that you can think of, unless I'm missing one, all of them: Ford, Nissan, Kia, Honda, Hyundai, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Mitsubishi. There's all these dealerships here. There's a million of them. But yeah, on that MacBook thing, try to have 10 gone in a week. That's the goal. And something that I just kind of wanted to talk about, not even like an update, is why it is sometimes oftentimes within my family, not my mom and dad. I got a good relationship with my mom and dad. I'm talking more aunts and uncles, and maybe just adults in general, with, you know, elders. It's looked at as a bad thing to be doing several things at once. And I think that is the curse of entrepreneurs. I'll think of 3 business ideas within the next hour. Not to say I'll do them, but that's the way our minds work. I always want to be selling stuff and moving forward and trying this idea and trying that idea. So I think it's just the curse of being an entrepreneur. Is you want to do multiple, you can't not do multiple things. You cannot only do one thing. I think that's just the way it is. I think for better or worse too, because doing just one thing, all your eggs are in one basket. That means all your money's tied up there, and all your energy and all your time. Now, when you kind of diversify that, different things could pique your interest that you may not have thought would be fun or profitable. So this MacBook thing, I'm not necessarily into MacBooks. They're just fucking MacBooks. But if I start selling 25 a week, and maybe I get into them a little bit, and MacBooks are interesting, and a new feature came out and I want to learn about it, I get better. You never know. I could quit my job tomorrow and sell 30 MacBooks a week and make more money in cash than 60% of the population. So my point is, doing different things is great, especially when you're young. Because what do I know? I don't know anything. I don't know what I like, what I don't like. I know a little bit of that, but I sure as hell don't know a lot of that. And if you would have asked me what being a car salesman is like 8 months ago, it would have been absolutely different than what it actually is. As I've done it for 8 months, it would have been so much different. So and I like it. I love it here. There are times I don't. Like I said, I'm waiting around all day. There are times I feel I could be more productive. I'm gonna turn around one more time, get this pretty sky. Yeah, there are times I feel like I could be more productive. Like right now, it's slow. It's the end of the day. I just closed this deal an hour ago, and you know, I'm on the clock. I'm at work, and I'm making this video. This is productive. You know, I wish I could do this more, and I actually can. I gotta find time to squeeze it in. Doing a million things at once. But the main point of this video was, it's okay to do whatever you feel like. If in terms of trying different things and trying to make money, do whatever you feel like. Something me and my friend were talking about yesterday, actually. The world in technology and business is moving so fast. It is moving at light year speed. I don't know if that's a thing. It's moving so fast that if you have an idea, especially if you're young, because you've grown up in it and you kind of understand why it's moving fast and how fast it moves, and maybe even what's next. So if you have an idea and you think it might work, you even have the slightest idea that it might work, fucking do it, because a lot of people don't know what's going on in the business world. I'm gonna have a whole nother video about how old school the car dealership business model is. Not even the business model, but the tactics they use. Very old school. Very, very old school. Now, I understand it because it's tried and true, and they're romantic about it, and they don't want to leave that stuff in the past because it's worked, and it's risky. Gotta switch hands here. It's risky to do other stuff. So, again, I'll have a whole nother video about that. But it's just so interesting to me. How many big businesses, I mean, Arnie Bauer, the dealership I work at, which is that big building back there, is a multi-million-dollar business. It's been in business for 78 years, something like that. And they don't have it figured out. Toys R Us, Sears, multi-million-dollar companies across the entire world. We got another truck coming. And they went out of business. They don't have it figured out. Obviously, they were doing something wrong. Toys R Us, I gotta wait for this truck. Toys R Us is an industry leader in kids production toys. So for decades, they were on top of making kids toys and selling them. They were on top. So whether their business model was outdated of a retail store, a brick and mortar store, or it was a cultural problem with it, whatever the problem was, my point is it doesn't matter. They can't blame Amazon because they had the resources to do what Amazon did. They could have done that, but they didn't. They didn't adapt. They stayed the way they were. And I've kind of gotten off track here, but that's the point of these videos. None of them are scripted. Lately I've been doing all right. It's just one take, hit record, talk the whole time, and that's it. The first couple videos probably took 5 or 6 takes, so well, that's this one. I don't even know what I'm gonna call it because of how many things I said. But I'm gonna start pumping these out more. I think I say that every video. Damn, what a shame. But I think I say that every video. But I want to, because the more I do it, the more I feel it within. But yeah, here's me at work, ready to go home. One more pretty shot of the sky, and I'm out.